When somebody develops cancer, the first question that they're going to ask is, hey, doc, why did I get the cancer? Actually, the more important question from my perspective is, how come we don't get cancer more often? And once you realize that the body actually has its own way of battling cancer and keeping it at bay, suddenly, if you're like me and you've been touched by cancer in your life, somehow, whether it's a friend, a relative, colleague, and maybe yourself, then you're going to want to actually watch this video to the very end. Okay, because I want to give you some practical tips on each of these foods and how they can actually help you lower your risk of cancer.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned Harvard-trained medical doctor, researcher, president, and founder of the Angiogenesis Foundation. His work has led to more than 40 FDA-approved therapeutics and devices for cancer, cardiovascular disease, wound healing, and vision loss. He is also a New York Times best-selling author with Eat to Beat Disease, The New Science of How Your Body Can Heal Itself. He also published another book, Eat to Beat Diet, Burn Fat, Heal Your Metabolism, and Live Longer. Did you know that iodine is essential for thyroid health, metabolism, and even cancer prevention? This crucial mineral helps regulate hormones, supports immune function, and may play a role in preventing cancer cell growth. In this video, we'll uncover 5 iodine-rich foods that not only protect your thyroid, but also help starve cancer cells, according to Dr. William Li. Make sure to watch until the end, where we'll share the best ways to include these foods in your diet without breaking the bank. Disclaimers. Seaweed.
Talk about your thyroid, because many people actually have thyroid issues. And your thyroid, first of all, what is your thyroid? It's a gland. It's a gland that makes thyroid hormone, right? So glands are the organs in your body that make hormones. So where's your thyroid located? Well, it's actually right above the notch of your collarbone, right between your collarbone, and it kind of is like a butterfly around your neck. When doctors are trained to do a thyroid exam, we're told to actually use both hands and feel around the neck, which is what your doctor does on a good physical exam. The thyroid looks like a butterfly. It's got 2 wings on each side, and it makes thyroid hormone. So what does thyroid hormone do? It controls your metabolism. So you want to have good thyroid hormone in order to have good balanced metabolism. Thyroid hormone also controls your energy levels. And thyroid hormone also controls your weight, whether you gain weight, lose weight, or keep it absolutely steady. Thyroid hormone also controls your heart, the rate of your heartbeat, how fast and strong your bones grow. And thyroid hormone also helps your body generate heat. So if you feel warm or you feel cold, that's all due to whether or not your thyroid hormone is actually doing its job and balance. Now, what happens if you have too much thyroid hormone? Well, guess what? That's called hyperthyroidism. And what are you going to do? You're going to feel really hot and sweaty. Heat generation goes way up. And if you're low in thyroid hormone, you're going to feel cold and you're going to lack energy. Again, I'm telling you this because this is why hormones need to be balanced, all right? So, what foods are good for hormonal health? Well, answer is pretty simple. You want foods with iodine. Iodine is an element, all right, in the environment, and your thyroid needs the iodine in order to be able to function properly. What's a source of iodine? Well, seaweed. We talked about kelp, and we talked about wakame. Any type of seaweed is actually a good source of iodine. If you want to find seaweed, you can just go to the Asian store. They usually have a section where they've got packaged dried sheets of seaweed. And just go on to YouTube and look up seaweed recipe, soup. Seaweed's great to actually use in soup, but you can use it to cook in other ways as well. By the way, if you like, go to a sushi restaurant and you like rolls, right? The maki rolls, guess what? That black skin around the roll is seaweed. It's pretty easy to actually make your own maki rolls. All you need is this kind of a maki roll maker, which you just roll the sheet up with. So you put a sheet of the seaweed on top of the roll, then you put some rice on top of it, then you put, whatever, cucumbers for the California roll or anything else, tuna, if you would cut up the tuna or shrimp, and then you roll it up. It's actually fun to make, tasty, and a way to get your seaweed into your system that has iodine, which is actually healthy for your thyroid hormone, for thyroid balance, for balanced hormones. Now, seafood in general, like fish, also has iodine because the sea has iodine. And there are kinds of salts that you can buy in a grocery store. If you look on the side of the package of the salt, it'll say fortified with iodine. Check the label, see if your salt that you might get at the grocery store has iodine in it. Now, what about some other unusual or surprising sources of iodine? Guess what? Yogurt can also contain iodine. Yogurt, probiotic food, good for gut health, but often it contains iodine. You know why? Because the cows that produce the milk used to make yogurt are fed iodine in order to keep the thyroid glands of the cows healthy, right? It's, you know, that whole thing of you are what you eat. Well, you are what your food actually eats as well. And when cows are fed iodine to make a healthy cow to produce healthy milk, and that healthy cow making healthy milk is actually made to use yogurt, you get a little bit of iodine. So that's a little bit of a surprising source of iodine.
Dr. Lee recommends seaweed as one of the best iodine-rich foods for both cancer prevention and thyroid health. Seaweed varieties such as nori, wakame, and kelp are some of the most concentrated natural sources of iodine, a mineral that plays a crucial role in maintaining thyroid function. The thyroid gland relies on iodine to produce hormones that regulate metabolism, energy levels, and immune function. Without sufficient iodine, the thyroid can become underactive, leading to fatigue, weight gain, and a weakened immune system. Regularly consuming iodine-rich foods like seaweed helps ensure optimal thyroid function and hormone balance, which in turn supports overall metabolic health. In addition to its thyroid-supporting benefits, seaweed is packed with bioactive compounds that have been studied for their anti-cancer properties. One of the most potent compounds found in brown seaweed is fucoidan, a type of sulfated polysaccharide that has been shown to trigger apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in cancer cells. Research published in Marine Drugs found that fucoidan from wakame inhibited the growth of breast and lung cancer cells while also reducing inflammation, which is a key driver of cancer progression. Another study in the Biomolecules and Therapeutics found that fucoidan can suppress the spread of colorectal cancer cells by blocking key signaling pathways involved in tumor growth. This suggests that consuming seaweed regularly may help slow the progression of certain cancers while providing essential nutrients to support overall health. Here's a budget-friendly crispy seaweed snack recipe that you can easily incorporate into your diet. Start by selecting a pack of dried nori sheets. Opt for store brand or bulk options to keep costs low. Using kitchen scissors, cut the nori sheets into smaller rectangles or strips for easy snacking. In a small bowl, mix a teaspoon of olive oil or sesame oil with a pinch of sea salt and, if desired, a sprinkle of garlic powder or paprika for added flavor. Lightly brush or spray the nori pieces with the oil mixture to enhance crispiness. Preheat the oven to 275 degrees Fahrenheit and arrange the nori strips on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake for 10 to 15 minutes, or until the seaweed turns crisp but not burnt. Let them cool for a few minutes before enjoying. This simple and affordable seaweed snack is packed with iodine and antioxidants, making it a delicious way to support thyroid health without breaking the bank. Code.
So, what are some of the best sources of protein to help you towards longevity? Well, meat is a good source of protein. You know, beef, pork, chicken, duck, fish, shellfish, all good sources of protein. For example, a 3-ounce serving of beef has about 20 grams of protein. A 3-ounce serving of chicken breast has about 25 to 26 grams of protein, even a little bit more than beef. Ground pork has about 22 grams of protein per 3-ounce serving, about the same amount as ground turkey. But we know that in the end, that eating large amounts of red meat, not healthy in the long run. So we're talking about beef here. And longevity is all about the long game. So I encourage you to think about other sources of protein besides red meat. As I mentioned, seafood is another source of protein. For example, salmon is a good source of protein, as well as a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for longevity. A 3-ounce serving of salmon has about 22 grams of protein, about the same amount as turkey. And cod, which is a mild white flesh fish, has about 19 grams per 3-ounce serving, and it's actually got a good healthy amount of omega-3s as well. Now, clinical studies of both salmon and cod show that these types of seafood are good for your metabolism. Through their omega-3s, they can help you burn harmful body fat, which reduces visceral fat, the kind of fat in the tube of your body, and actually lowers inflammation as well. Cod is a flaky white fish. It's not considered an oily fish at all. It's very mild tasting, and even people who don't like fish generally like cod if they actually have it cooked really, really well. It does not have a fishy flavor at all. Have you ever had cod? Well, if you've ever enjoyed fish and chips, you know, that crunchy British snack in a pub, then it's probably made with cod, so you probably had it because that's what's usually used. All right, I'm not telling you to eat fish and chips, but because it's fried. But cod is a source of omega-3s. How much omega-3 does a cod have? Well, it turns out that cods, the healthy amount of cod to eat is not very large. It's only the size of a deck of playing cards. So if you want to actually have the same amount of omega-3s that's going to be healthy for your metabolism, all you need is to have that playing deck size, card deck size of cod. Now, how much omega-3 is in there? 284 milligrams. All right. So you might say, I have no idea what those numbers mean. Well, let's compare it to a known oily fish that has omega-3s, like salmon. Okay. So salmon, the size of a deck of playing cards, has 1,565 milligrams of omega-3. All right. So that's 5 times more than what cod has. Cod has only 18% of what salmon has. So the question is, does cod have enough? And the answer is yes. Cod has enough omega-3s in it to give you a health benefit. All right. So that's a big surprise. Now, the other thing that omega-3s do is they help you burn body fat. And this is how cod has been studied to know. So we know that the smaller amount of omega-3s actually makes a difference. So this is a study from the University of Iceland where they studied 324 people and gave them either salmon, oily salmon with a lot of omega-3s, or cod, not oily, and much less, 5 times less omega-3s to eat 3 times a week. That's not very much, for 8 weeks, okay? And what they did at the very end of the study is they measured the amount of weight loss that was there, and they also measured body fat. And here's what they found. The salmon eaters, not surprisingly, lost a good amount of weight. They lost about 15 pounds, okay, after 8 weeks of eating salmon. But the cod eaters also lost weight. They lost about 10 pounds in the same amount of time. 10-pound weight loss, improvement of metabolism, that's not bad. So even though cod has 5 times less omega-3s than salmon, it has enough to burn body fat and improve your metabolism.
Incorporating cod into your diet offers significant benefits for both thyroid health and cancer prevention. A 3-ounce serving of cod provides approximately 158 micrograms of iodine, fulfilling the recommended daily intake for most adults. Iodine is essential for the thyroid gland, which produces hormones that regulate metabolism, energy levels, and overall bodily functions. Without enough iodine, the thyroid cannot produce adequate amounts of thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, T3, leading to hypothyroidism, fatigue, weight gain, and increased susceptibility to chronic diseases, including certain cancers. Beyond its iodine content, cod is a rich source of high-quality protein and essential nutrients such as vitamin B12 and selenium. Protein is vital for cell repair, immune function, and muscle maintenance, while vitamin B12 supports nerve function, red blood cell production, and DNA synthesis. Selenium, a powerful antioxidant, plays a crucial role in reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which contribute to cancer progression. A study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention, found that higher selenium levels were associated with a lower risk of thyroid and colorectal cancer. Selenium also works synergistically with iodine to support optimal thyroid hormone production, ensuring that the thyroid gland functions efficiently. Regular fish consumption, including cod, has been associated with a reduced risk of colorectal cancer. A meta-analysis of prospective studies found that an additional 50 grams of fish per day was linked to a 4% decrease in colorectal cancer risk. Fish contains bioactive compounds, such as omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, which have been shown to reduce chronic inflammation, a key driver of cancer development. While cod has lower omega-3 levels compared to fatty fish like salmon, it still provides essential long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, including eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid, which have been linked to improved immune function and reduced tumor growth. Incorporating cod into your diet can be both simple and cost-effective. It is a versatile fish that can be baked, grilled, or poached, and pairs well with a variety of herbs and spices to enhance its mild flavor. Cooking cod with ingredients rich in antioxidants, such as garlic, turmeric, or lemon, can further boost its cancer-fighting properties. Choosing frozen cod is an affordable way to enjoy its health benefits year-round, as frozen varieties retain their nutritional value and are often more budget-friendly than fresh options. Additionally, cod is widely available and can be included in soups, stews, or fish tacos for an easy, nutrient-dense meal. By making cod a regular part of your diet, you can support thyroid function, enhance immune health, and take advantage of its protective effects against cancer. Here's a budget-friendly baked cod recipe that you can easily incorporate into your diet. Start by selecting a fillet of cod. Opt for frozen cod, which is often more affordable and just as nutritious as fresh. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. In a small bowl, mix a tablespoon of olive oil with a teaspoon of lemon juice, a pinch of sea salt, and a sprinkle of garlic powder or paprika for added flavor. Brush or drizzle the mixture over the cod fillet, ensuring it's evenly coated. For an extra nutrient boost, add thin slices of lemon on top. Bake the cod for 12 to 15 minutes or until it flakes easily with a fork. Let it rest for a couple of minutes before serving. This simple and cost-effective baked cod recipe is rich in iodine, selenium, and high-quality protein, making it a delicious way to support thyroid health and cancer prevention without overspending. Shrimp.
I'm traveling, I'm in a hotel, and I wanted to eat Mediterranean and Asian style. So what I actually did is I called Uber Eats and I ordered from a Chinese restaurant, and here is what I got. Check it out. It's sauteed shrimp with walnuts. All the secrets about this are in my new book, Eat to Beat Your Diet, which is not a diet book. It's actually an anti-diet book that teaches you how you can love your food to improve your metabolism without ever having to go on a diet. Okay, what's in a shrimp? Well, it turns out shrimps actually are a great source of not only protein, but they have omega-3 fatty acids. In fact, in order to get the benefits of the omega-3, to the extent that you would actually be able to fight your body fat, turns out you only need to eat 4 shrimps. That's enough for a dinner. All right, now what else is in walnuts? Walnuts, which work well with this sauteed shrimp, actually contain healthy dietary fiber, good for gut health, good for fat burning, improves your metabolism, and it actually has healthy fats and also other polyphenols. So let's have a taste. I love the crunch of the walnut. Absolutely delicious. Let's have a bite of the shrimp. The flavors really stand out. This is what I'm talking about. You can love your food, to love your metabolism, to love your health.
Incorporating shrimp into your diet can significantly benefit both thyroid health and cancer prevention. A 3-ounce serving of cooked shrimp provides approximately 13 micrograms of iodine, accounting for about 9% of the recommended daily intake. Beyond its iodine content, shrimp is a rich source of high-quality protein and contains essential nutrients such as selenium and astaxanthin. Selenium is a potent antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage and supports immune function. Astaxanthin, a carotenoid pigment responsible for shrimp's pink color, has been studied for its anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Research indicates that astaxanthin may inhibit the growth of cancer cells and reduce the risk of certain cancers. According to a review in Marine Drugs, shrimp is not just a tasty seafood option, it also has special compounds that may help protect against cancer. Scientists studied the lipids, or fatty parts, of shrimp, which include important substances called carotenoids, like astaxanthin. These carotenoids can help fight diseases by protecting our cells from damage and slowing down cancer growth. Research showed that the lipids in shrimp can be good for our bodies because they have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which means they help reduce stress on our cells and keep them healthy. Some studies even found that these compounds stop the growth of cancer cells and protect against certain types of cancer. Incorporating shrimp into your diet is both simple and versatile. It can be grilled, sautéed, or added to salads and stir-fries. For a cancer-fighting meal, consider pairing shrimp with antioxidant-rich vegetables like broccoli, bell peppers, and tomatoes. Opting for wild-caught or sustainably farmed shrimp ensures higher nutritional quality and supports environmental health. Here's a budget-friendly garlic lemon shrimp recipe that you can easily incorporate into your diet. Start by selecting a pack of frozen shrimp, which is often more affordable than fresh and just as nutritious. Thaw the shrimp by placing them in a bowl of cold water for about 10 minutes, then drain and pat dry with a paper towel. In a small bowl, mix a tablespoon of olive oil with a teaspoon of lemon juice, a pinch of sea salt, and a sprinkle of garlic powder, or minced fresh garlic for extra flavor. Heat a skillet over medium heat and add the shrimp along with the seasoning mixture. Sauté for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until the shrimp turn pink and opaque. For an added boost of nutrients, serve the shrimp over a bed of sautéed spinach or mixed greens. This quick and affordable garlic lemon shrimp dish is packed with iodine, selenium, and antioxidants, making it a tasty and nutritious way to support thyroid health and fight inflammation without breaking the bank. Cranberries.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's Dr. Will Lee here, and I am with one of my favorite Thanksgiving holiday ingredients, cranberries. Now, you may not know this, but cranberries are actually very healthy. They contain a bioactive called proanthocyanidins that have been shown to improve immunity, lower inflammation, and can help your metabolism. The other thing that cranberries can do is they can actually are good for gut health. And in fact, they can increase a healthy bacteria called Akkermansia, which has been shown by researchers to be very important as a guardian of your health in your gut microbiome. What a great perk for a healthy Thanksgiving meal. Speaking of the holidays, I'm gearing up for my biggest offering of the year with my online courses available tomorrow through Black Friday.
Cranberries are not just a popular fruit. They also offer powerful health benefits, especially for cancer prevention. They contain natural plant compounds like proanthocyanidins, flavonols, and quercetin, which act as antioxidants to protect the body from damage. Studies have shown that these compounds can slow down the growth of cancer cells, stop them from spreading, and even trigger their destruction. According to a review in Antioxidants, cranberries can help fight cancer. The researchers looked at many studies to see how cranberries affect different types of cancer. One study focused on a special part of cranberries called proanthocyanidins, which were tested on mice with a type of cancer called esophageal adenocarcinoma. The results showed that these cranberry compounds could slow down or stop tumor growth, and even kill cancer cells. Cranberries work by affecting important processes in our bodies that control how cells grow and stay alive. They help make these processes work better, which can protect us from cancer. Many other studies also showed that cranberries can help keep cells healthy, reduce inflammation, and even help our immune system. Cranberries are also a good source of vitamin C, which helps boost the immune system, and fiber, which supports gut health. Including cranberries in your diet is easy and affordable. They can be added to smoothies, oatmeal, or salads, or eaten as a snack. Unsweetened cranberry juice is another great option, as it provides the benefits of cranberries without added sugar. If using dried cranberries, it's best to choose varieties with no added sugar to maximize their health benefits. By making cranberries a regular part of your meals, you can support your body's natural defenses while enjoying their tart and refreshing flavor. Here's a budget-friendly cranberry chia pudding recipe that you can easily incorporate into your diet. Start by selecting frozen or dried cranberries. Frozen cranberries are often more affordable and retain their nutrients, while unsweetened dried cranberries provide a cost-effective alternative. In a small saucepan over low heat, combine half a cup of cranberries with half a cup of water and a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup. Simmer for 5 to 7 minutes until the cranberries soften and release their juices. Let it cool slightly. In a mixing bowl, whisk together 1 cup of plant-based milk, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and the cranberry mixture. Stir well and let it sit for 5 minutes, then stir again to prevent clumping. Cover and refrigerate for at least 4 hours or overnight until the pudding thickens. Before serving, top with a handful of extra cranberries or a sprinkle of sunflower seeds for added texture. This simple and affordable cranberry chia pudding is rich in iodine, antioxidants, and fiber, making it a delicious and gut-friendly way to support thyroid health and fight cancer without overspending. Iodized salt. Iodized salt is one of the simplest and most accessible ways to ensure adequate iodine intake, which is essential for thyroid function and overall health. The thyroid gland depends on iodine to produce hormones like thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, T3, which regulate metabolism, energy levels, brain function, and immune response. Without enough iodine, the thyroid can become underactive, leading to hypothyroidism, fatigue, weight gain, and even cognitive issues. In severe cases, prolonged iodine deficiency can result in goiter, an enlargement of the thyroid gland, and developmental problems in children. Iodine deficiency remains a global health issue, affecting nearly 2 billion people worldwide, particularly in regions where iodine levels in soil and water are low. To address this, many countries have implemented salt iodization programs, ensuring that common table salt is fortified with iodine. A study published in The Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology confirmed that iodized salt has been highly effective in reducing iodine deficiency disorders, significantly lowering the prevalence of goiter and other thyroid-related conditions in at-risk populations. Beyond thyroid function, iodine plays a role in cancer prevention. Some research suggests that iodine may help regulate cell growth and reduce the risk of thyroid, breast, and stomach cancers. A study in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences found that iodine may induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in certain cancer cells, preventing them from multiplying uncontrollably. Additionally, iodine's antioxidant properties may help protect cells from oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to cancer development. While iodized salt is a convenient way to meet daily iodine needs, moderation is key. The World Health Organization recommends that adults consume around 150 micrograms of iodine per day, which can be achieved with just a small amount of iodized salt. However, excessive salt intake, especially more than 5 grams per day, can lead to high blood pressure and increase the risk of heart disease. Additionally, consuming too much iodine can sometimes lead to thyroid dysfunction, particularly in individuals with pre-existing thyroid conditions. Incorporating iodized salt into your diet can be done effortlessly by using it for cooking or seasoning meals. However, it's also beneficial to include other natural iodine sources like seaweed, fish, dairy, and eggs to maintain a balanced intake. Choosing minimally processed foods and checking labels for iodized salt in packaged goods can also help ensure consistent iodine consumption without excessive sodium intake. By making small dietary adjustments, you can support your thyroid health, maintain optimal metabolic function, and potentially reduce cancer risk while keeping your iodine intake within a safe and healthy range. Here's a budget-friendly iodized salt-roasted vegetable recipe that you can easily incorporate into your diet. Start by choosing affordable vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, zucchini, or broccoli. Buying in bulk or using seasonal produce can help keep costs low. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Chop the vegetables into bite-sized pieces and place them in a large mixing bowl. Drizzle with a tablespoon of olive oil and sprinkle with half a teaspoon of iodized salt, along with a pinch of black pepper and garlic powder for extra flavor. Toss well to ensure the vegetables are evenly coated. Spread them out on the baking sheet in a single layer and roast for 20 to 25 minutes, stirring halfway through, until they are tender and slightly caramelized. Let them cool slightly before serving. This easy and cost-effective roasted vegetable dish provides a flavorful way to incorporate iodized salt into your meals, while supporting thyroid function and overall health. If you found this video helpful and want to see more easy, budget-friendly recipes that support your health, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable content on nutrition, cancer prevention, and overall wellness.